Hello and welcome back to the FDT-TV podcast. This is part 2 of this week's episode, which is going to be our predictions. We also have some breaking news for tonight, which we will start with. And the news is, Mike is very nervous because he doesn't know what the news is, but the news is that Gary Rowett, who left Luton to go to Stoke, which was a mistake, has now, he's now, literally, as of the last, I suppose it was an hour ago now, has been appointed the Millwall manager. So, as much as I don't like Millwall, because they just seem to be a horrible group of people, I do wish...
Welcome to all our Millwall fans.
Yeah. I do wish him the best of luck, because I do like him. I do think he's a good manager. I just think he made the wrong decision and went to a club that is just falling apart. And I don't think I think it's been very hard to save it, personally. But that's the breaking news. So we'll move on to our first game of next week, which will be Arsenal at home to Crystal Palace. So we'll make some predictions, we'll add it to the scores, and as you can see, I've changed my lights to gold because I will end up on top this week. And yeah, that's it. I'll just win. That's what winners do.
I really need some gold lighting. I think next week I might wear my gold Arsenal shirt from a couple of seasons ago.
So, being as you are the Arsenal fan,
yes,
and you're still fuming from this week's result,
yep.
Can you quickly make a prediction and explain that to us as to what that result will be?
We're just looking at the league table. Crystal Palace are sitting just behind us now. So we are currently in 5th, Crystal Palace in 6th.
That'd be an idea to look at that, because I've not seen the league table.
I think it's going to be a tough game again. But I know we're at home. Our home form is much better than it is away.
Yep.
Just to cut a long story short, I'm going to go Arsenal 2-1 winners. Because
okay.
I think we'll concede again. So yeah, 2-1.
Yeah. Fair enough. I've gone for 2-2. The reasoning be that I think you will score at home. I think there will be a lot of changes from tonight's squad. I'll be surprised if there's not less than 4 changes to the starting lineup. I think Crystal Palace is a hard fixture. They're on a semi-decent run at the minute. And I just think they'll nick a couple of goals. And you'll get a couple of goals. I just think you look nervy at the back, as Arsenal seem to do, sort of getting to this point of the season.
I tell you what, he needs to start with Tierney this weekend. Kolasinac was awful again today.
He made some good runs going forward.
Yeah, but with no end product.
Yeah.
The game that Tierney played in I can't remember if it was Europe or the Cup, the Carabao Cup. He was absolutely blistering, running down the channels, getting the balls in, got assists. Get Kolasinac out for a bit, stick Tierney in. We've bought the guy. We've dragged it out over the whole summer. Give him a chance.
Yep.
In the Premier League. But yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1.
2-1, fair enough. I'll just write that down. Sorry. Okay, so we'll move on then to West Ham, Sheffield United. I'll go first with this one. I'm going 1-0 Sheffield United. The only reason I say that is I think Sheffield United are solid. They're working hard, and we've got Roberto in goal. So I think it's simple as that. I think West Ham, we started off well. We've gone from the point of, right, we can be in the top 4 this week. and for the previous couple of weeks. But now we're in. And you look at the table, we're going to be in a relegation scrap again this year, unless something magical happens. If we can't pull our finger out and grind out results until Fabianski gets back, then we're just going to continue losing, and it'll be a downward spiral. But I'm going 1-0.
I will go. I'm gonna. Do I go? I was going to go for a draw. So you're both on 12 points. They have got a slightly better goal difference.
They're above us, aren't they?
Yeah. Just again on goal difference. I'm gonna go for a draw. I'm gonna be optimistic. I'm gonna go 1-1.
That's 2 draws you predicted for West Ham in 2 weeks. We'll wait and see. Okay, so the other game we'll be predicting this week is Liverpool Tottenham.
That's Sunday, isn't it? Or...
I think so. I'm not 100% sure.
Yes, it is. 4:30 kickoff. Liverpool at home.
Yeah.
I think Liverpool are going to get back to business as usual. I think it's going to be a 3-0.
Oh, you've gone 3-0. Okay, I've gone 3-1.
Okay.
Only because there'll be some of this. For Tottenham, because that's how they that's it. That's how they do it. They get dirty goals. They don't get players sent off. I've gone 3-1. You've gone 3-0 to Liverpool, yeah.
Liverpool, not Liverpool. Tottenham's still looking shaky at the back. Don't really offer much going forward at the moment.
Did you see who one of the first players was that was released on the nominations for the Balon'dor list?
I did see Aubameyang was on there.
I'm not talking about Aubameyang. I'm talking about Hugo Lloris. Was one of the first names that was nominated.
Why?
I don't know.
Is that just on the basis that they got to the Champions League final last year?
Who knows? Shall we make a prediction for that? Shall we go for some bonus points?
Yes.
So we go. What we do? 3 points, 2 points, 1 point, if you get them in the right orders for first, second, and third.
What for the Ballon d'Or? Let me just see if I can find the list. So we got Sadio Mane, Hugo Lloris, Jason Tadic, Frankie De Jong, Sergio Aguero, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Kylian Mbappe, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, Donny van der Beek, Ronaldo, Alisson Becker, Matthias de Ligt, Karim Benzema, Jorginho Wijnaldum, Virgil van Dijk, Bernardo Silva, Heung-min Son, Lewandowski, Firmino, Messi, Mahrez, De Bruyne, Koulibaly, Griezmann, Salah, Hazard, Marquinhos, Raheem Sterling, and João Felix.
I know who my number one's going to be.
My number one, it can only be one of 2 players, can't it?
Well, here's the thing: is you're going to say it's either going to be Messi or Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I don't think Ronaldo's going to get top 3 this year. When you look at, don't get me wrong, I think he is the best player in the world. He's done it in several leagues. That's the only reason why. There are a number of players who I think are almost on par with him, but not been able to prove that over several seasons in several different leagues, playing for several different teams. But go on, number one. Who are you putting in first place?
Number one. Do you know who I'd like to see win it? Is Raheem Sterling.
Okay. So you're going for number one, Raheem Sterling. I think he's a good player. I just don't think he's got the political backing for it.
And that's it. That's one of the reasons why I'd like to see him, because of what he's done over the last couple of seasons.
He's improved.
Obviously, he's won the title. Yeah, he's improved massively. He's won the title, won the FA Cup, the domestic treble.
Yep.
I know they didn't really have much of a good Champions League run again, but I would love to see him win it.
Yep. No, I would. It'd be good to see him. I don't see it will. But go on, number one. You're going for Raheem Sterling. Come on, make a pick.
Virgil van Dijk.
Well, okay, you've matched me in my number 1. That's who I think is going to win this year. Number 2, do you want me to go first with this one?
Yep.
I think purely through political backing, will be Lionel Messi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably.
He's had a good season. He's scored lots of goals. He's got assists. But yeah, I think he'll end up number 2 this year. What's your number 2?
I'd probably say either Messi or Ronaldo, but
You got to make a pick.
Messi.
Messi, okay. And number 3, you can go first.
Number 3, I will go for. Number 3, I will go for. Is he in the list? I'm going to go Mane.
Sadio Mane. Well, Lewandowski's in that list, isn't he?
Yes.
And I think he will get number 3. The reasons I say that is in less games he's scored more goals and got more assists than Lionel Messi has this year. But he doesn't get the praise for it because he's not Lionel Messi. So it's not the publicity. So I think he should finish above him, but I just think that he'll end up in that number 3 slot. So we'll put some bonus points on that for this week.
Is this to go towards the end of the season, or is this for a forfeit straight away?
No, I think just end of the season we'll have some bonus things because I think we've got the World Golden Boy coming up as well, haven't we?
Yes.
So we can put that in next week's. But yeah, so if we get them in order, so if you get the person in first right, then you get 3 points. The person in second, or you do 2 points for every correct one. It's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah. So every correct player you've got
position.
If you get the right players, but the wrong order, do you get 1 point? So if they're in the top 3, and so there's potentially 3 points per player up for grabs.
Yep.
Very good. Is there anything else you want to add to this little segment of the podcast?
No, only that it's a pleasure doing it with you again. As we said on
friend.
As we've said on previous videos, please hit that like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Content will be coming every week.
Yeah,
it may not interest you, but someone else might like it, so refer it.
And we've got some plans for other content other than just the podcast to add to it. We'll get some football stuff out eventually. But we could also, where we're like this, we could high five off the screen.
What way am I that way?
You're that way, and I'm this way. So ready? On 3, 1, 2, 3. It's close enough. It's just a bit of fun. I think sometimes we'll end up doing it in this format. In other times, we'll be obviously face to face talking to each other. But we thought best because the Arsenal game was today. West Ham lost. It just would have been a very hateful run.
Yeah, it would have been.
So we thought we'd split where we are, just to dissipate it a little bit. I think that's it from me.
Yes. Yeah,
we've got our predictions. We're both still on 0 points. We've got some bonus points up for grabs this week. If you are watching and you've got a suggestion for the forfeit at the end of the year or the end of the season, put it in the comments.
Yes, that's a good shout.
As long as it's not shave your hair or you ain't got that problem, or your beard.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. I'm not far behind, mate. Look at us shine on Come on.
It's great looking at you from this angle because you do look like you're bald.
Thanks, mate.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll cut it off there and see you next week.
Nice one. Thanks very much.